Greetings, fellow traders. Bubble here. It's time for the lunchtime market update for Monday, November the 2nd, 2020. I hope everybody's having a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, let's check and see where we're at the market here today. So SPX, a little bit green. We're up 42 points today thanks to the gap up. Weekly chart inside week so far looking a little bit sketchy right here as a potential compressed week, but we'll see. I'm sure it's going to get a little interesting here going into the elections. A little bit of move up after Friday's highs. We got a nice lower shadow of Friday's high and got a little bit of follow through on that one. Let's take a look at the SPY and see what kind of volume we're seeing here going into the elections tomorrow. So really low volume here. I mean, you'd have to imagine there's gearing up. So that low volume is pretty indicative of a lot of chop, right? So we're seeing some moves between levels right here. We had that geometric line that we mentioned here this morning on the S&P here, and it actually served as a nice area of support right here for the bounce this morning. Then another little bounce right here, but really tricky. We're not really seeing a lot of breakdowns through some major levels here. So just formed a fresh geometric line right here. Really, let's see if we can get below the 15 or below and get the signal zone below. That's really kind of what we're tracking here today. But again, other than that, just a lot of chop right here and some increased volatility making the options a little bit funky. So again, still contained here within the triangle that we pointed out earlier on the MES. So again, just bouncing off these geo lines, but no real major follow through on it. And again, declining volume here intraday. So a lot of caution warranted. Amazon weighed really heavy on the markets here this morning. We got a chart request out there for that one. We did have a channel from this morning that broke down, just retested the 15 orb low and working its way down now on the Q. So definitely keep an eye on that, but it hasn't been enough yet to really pull the market down yet. The IWM, hanging in there. Again, banks have been strangely relatively strong. They were weak at the open, but kind of hanging in there too. And who knows, maybe airlines, things like that will get a little bit of a stimulus boost after the elections, but we'll see where that goes from here. Let's take a look at Apple this morning. So Apple was on our bearish radar this morning. We just liked how it had how it was pulling back initially. We didn't trust the initial move at the open, right? The options were funky. We got a lot of upper shadows right here. What this did is it gave us a nice inside 15 to work its way down, and then we had another momentum inside 15 right here to get another push down on Apple. But a big 15-hour breakout this morning, and again, this is more like just sort of like a quick short covering this morning. You can tell by the upper shadows, inside 15 down, got really tricky right here, and then we flushed. So, but again, it did give a nice inside 15 here for another push on the downside on that one. Members did well on Tesla this morning. It gave a nice squeeze here at the open, so a nice move on that one here today. So Tesla, so you can't complain about that one. Again, XLF, it is hard for the market to crash when the XLF is strong. So you see how this kind of mirrors the IWM right here. Now, it was really weak at the open, but the market was strong. So there's a lot of divergences here today. This is a great day to sideline unless you see an amazing setup. NEO had a big burst at the open and then a sharp reversal here today, but it's been really super duper bullish for a while. IQ is one that we pointed out to our members this morning as having relative strength off of this triangle, and it gave a nice boost at the open, so that was a good one there too. And then CGC was a double inside day yesterday, so some strength in the pot sector. And you can see the double inside day up, nice gap up this morning, strong move this morning. Definitely one of my favorites going to the open, and we mentioned that to members this morning in our pre-market prep. So great stuff there. A few chart requests out there. DKNG. Again, continuing to struggle with increased corona cases with sports teams. Again, guys, we're right in that congestion zone we talked about. Like I said, probably wouldn't be surprised to see some sideways action going into earnings on that one, unless the market just goes crazy after elections. Beyond is another interesting one too. Inside days so far, but still we're trending down here. Let's see how it handles going into earnings. We're below the congestion zone. RKT. Another one that's just been kind of really weak right here. Just check the retraces right here, see if those are possible for more downside action. GRWG, again, a nice push here. The pot sector, like I said, pretty strong here today. Amazon, it was also hard to be bullish on the market too, with Amazon really pushing its way down this morning. It's a highly weighted name, and this was one of the first ones really to go this morning. It was just, we were just watching it this morning. We're like, wait, Amazon's working its way down here today. Just be careful, right? So on any bullishness that we're seeing out there. So again, a lot of names pulled back after Amazon pushed down. Apple. Microsoft pulled back, a couple other names like that. So a little bit of caution here on this one. And last one, Twitter. Again, big breakdown on Twitter here today. It gave a nice move down initially. Let's take a look here. You can see it on the daily chart. Right, so nasty candle yesterday. This was on the bearish game plan yesterday from the public game plan. So nice follow through on Twitter today from yesterday's weak candle, from Friday's weak candle. And again, it got really tight right here. Then it started to flush down, and then it's been drifting down here for the rest of the day on Twitter. So nice stuff there. Anyway, guys, I hope everybody's an awesome trading day. Rest of your trading day today. We'll catch you guys at the daily market wrap. Until then, stay healthy out there, and remember, risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game.